Commissioner Pickens, I guess this one will be late,
And so is Vice Chair.
and Vice Chair, okay. Commissioner Williams, Commissioner Wicks
Here.
and Chair Wright.
Here.
We have a quorum.
Right. So here I go right into the December, ask for the motion to approval of the December meeting minutes. A motion to approve.
I move we approve the December
second.
21st meeting.
Roll call. Commissioner Cost.
Yes.
Commissioner Morgan,
Yes.
Commissioner Wicks,
Yes.
and Chair Wright.
Yes.
Who did I skip?
And I'm gonna say,
And Commissioner Williams, I'm sorry. Okay, sorry about
He's
that.
here. He's here. He's here.
It's okay.
One, I just want to say Happy New Year to everyone.
Happy New Year.
If I haven't said it to you, and I'm so glad to see a lot of the board here because we've been missing some of us. And I'm just glad to see you, Commissioner Morgan.
Glad to be here.
Commissioner Wicks. I
Thank
am
you.
very happy to see you, and I'm wishing you guys well in recovery for your families and all that good stuff. But anybody else, Happy New Year. Glad to see you. But I don't have anything else from there. And I don't see our liaison from council. You're not coming? Okay. We'll go right into executive director's comments.
Okay. I only have a few things today. First thing I want to do is introduce our new director for development and capital programs, Mr. LaShawn Pittman.
Well, welcome.
So, anything you want to say or tell us a little bit about yourself?
Mr. Sir, my name is LaShawn. Could be called Shan. I am a native of Cleveland, Ohio. I've been here for 8 years. I have a bachelor's degree in business, a master's in public administration, and a master's in family counseling. I've been in development for about 4.5 years. My career started as a city planner with the city of Cleveland. I moved here, complete my second master's at Liberty University. And then when I came here, I was the director of family self-sufficiency for Habitat for Humanity at Highwater Drive under the leadership of Brad Kirkpatrick. And then I left there and went to Suffolk Housing Authority where I started occupancy and went from occupancy to development. And here I am today.
Well, glad to have you.
I don't think anyone could be more excited than I am.
Get that off your plate.
Mr. Pittman here. So, definitely glad to have you.
Very good.
Just a couple of announcements. The BOC conference will be held. I want you to save the date. It's going to be April the 3rd through the 5th. And it's going to be in Virginia Beach at the historic Cavalier Hotel. So we're coming back to Virginia Beach.
Yes,
So
we are.
I would love to see you all there. I'll give you more information when the registration comes out for that, but just go ahead and just mark your calendars for that. Swanson Home, I told you at the last meeting that we did get all the families out of Swanson. They have been relocated to other properties or they have taken their vouchers and moved on. So the plan next is to put a fence around the perimeter. If you all have driven around and you'll see that they have taken some of the boards down and they're breaking in some of the units.
Some of the doors were open.
Yeah, doors are open, so it's becoming an issue. So we decided to go ahead and put a fence around the perimeter of that until we demolish that property.
Okay.
And then the plan for that, after that, will be to put out a solicitation for the redevelopment of Swanson Homes that we'll be able to review and see what ideas, folks have for that property going. And we do have a need to go in closed session for one item today.
Okay.
But other than that, that's all I have.
Is there any unfinished business?
No.
Commissioner Pickens, how are you?
I'm well. How are you?
Oh, wonderful, thank
Back.
you. Yeah. Glad to see you. Did you have anything you wanna, any comments or anything?
No comments at all. Glad to be here. Hello, everyone. Happy New Year to the.
Happy New Year.
Glad to see you.
Is there any unfinished business? No. So we'll go right into our action items, look like resolution 2024. Writing off uncollectible resident account receivables, and I think we turn that over to you, ma'am.
Good evening, everyone, and happy New Year to you all again. So the first resolution is for the public housing. So we are requesting approval to write off 11 delinquent accounts totaling $48,120. Of that amount, $22,890 is in rent, $3,339 in excess utilities, and $21,899 is in miscellaneous charges, which are due from the former residents who have not lived in the authority's low rent public housing for a period of at least 6 months, or who are deceased. The amount of rent to be written off.
Excuse me one second. If you're looking at your tab, it's tab 5.
Oh. There's a breakdown.
Yes. Yep.
So you all have the breakdown.
I'm sorry.
Oh, you're fine. The amount of rent to be written off represents less than 6% of the total rent posted, which was $342,546 during the last 6 months. As a result of staff's strict enforcement of lease provisions, 75% of the amount written off resulted from 2 lease terminations for unpaid rent, 2 skips, 2 deaths, and the remaining accounts resulted from 5 voluntary move-outs. Since January 2023, staff have collected $523.36 from the public housing developments.
Is there any, are you doing the offset debt program with the state?
Yes,
How much did you guys collect last year?
we haven't collected anything.
From offset debt, you have not?
And this collection was all from in-house collection.
And so you guys collect, the authority collects, is it a department that collects it? How do you go about collecting it?
The in-house, if they do in-house, it goes to Sheila Parker, who was previously on. Does the set off debt for us.
But nothing collected, nothing in 20, what about year 2022?
We did, I can give you the amount. I don't recall what it was, but we did.
Because the state is pretty good about that, where we can get that back, so, or some of it back.
That's if they don't have some other things open.
Sure.
I'm just trying to fall in line.
Yeah.
So,
You all verify whether or not, those families that left the communities, if they're on the Section 8 waiting list?
We put it in that old, in the PIC system.
Right.
So if they pull it up, it'll pop up that they owe us money.
But what if they were on the Section 8 waiting list?
they would have to pay that debt before they could move in.
Can they remain on the waiting list owing us a debt?
They can remain on the wait list owing us the debt, but they won't actually move in or get a voucher. We usually give them a certain amount of time to pay that debt if they want the voucher. They will remain on the program. And I would say probably 99% of them will pay it at that time because they want the voucher.
And that's just another way of being able to collect.
Get the money to
Yes,
those, to us.
another way to collect. That's all the question.
You want me to take them both together or?
I think you just keep going. I think you have the next one too.
So the next one is for the assistant public housing. So we are requesting to write off 41 delinquent accounts totaling $198.49. Of this amount, $169,144 is in rent, $638 is in retro rent, $3,779 is in excess utilities, and $24,487 is in miscellaneous charges, which are due from former residents who haven't lived in the authority in the past 6 months. The amount to be written off represents less than 9% of the total rent posted, $1,824,518 during the last 6 months. As a result of staff's strict enforcement of lease provisions, 90% of the amount written off resulted from 24 lease terminations, 4 unpaid rent, which was the eviction moratorium, 2 skip outs, 2 move outs for serious lease violations, and 9 accounts resulted from voluntary move outs and 4 deaths. Since January 1st, 2023, staff has collected $2,168.21. and have collection.
Quite a bit of money.
This is the highest it has ever, I've been here 12 years. And this is by the highest that we've ever written on. But you know, with the eviction moratorium, I'm writing them off from January of last year to June. So the eviction moratorium ended with October 22. So we're,
Do you have, what about repayment agreements?
we tried repayment agreements. Actually, these people have been terminated.
Okay.
So they're no longer with the agency.
So yes, we do repayment agreements as well.
So that means that we've already been through courts and received judgment, but
No money.
no payment.
No money.
No payment.
And that's, you know, just for the record, I mean, that's just everywhere across the nation.
Oh,
It's-
I deal with it enough on my.
It is, it's what it is, and it's what we deal with as public housing agency, you know. With these debts that we have to write off, so it's nothing unfamiliar. The amounts does not frighten us at all.
We just hope it's less next time.
Oh,
We do our best, we will do our best. So here, do we need a motion to
Yes.
approve
Yes.
resolution 2024 and resolution 2024-01 and approval for resolution 2024-02?
So motion 2024-01
We can go together.
We're gonna do both together.
and 02.
I'll second that.
Okay,
Okay, next we have, I'm sorry.
Roll call.
Yeah, roll call. Yeah.
roll call. Commissioner Cost? Yes. Commissioner Morgan?
Yes.
Commissioner Pickens?
Yes.
Commissioner Williams?
Yes.
Commissioner Wick?
Yes.
And Chair?
Yes.
And for second,
Take care.
the carrying them together. Okay. All right.
Next we have resolution 2024-03. Resolution authorizing execution of multiple contracts for architectural and engineering A&E services. And then we also have resolution 2024-04. You wanna do both of them
I'm gonna do them
separate?
separately.
Okay, then I'll let you go ahead and go through them.
What's that? Okay.
Yes.
So, good evening again, everyone.
Good evening.
Good evening.
And, I'm here for a couple of resolutions. The first one is for a request for qualifications. And you may have been used to me coming for you with either a request for proposals or an invitation for bid. A request for qualifications is a different type of procurement action in which we are actually just looking at the qualification of firms. There is no price involved. We're only able to do it for certain type of firms, such as A&E services. That is how we are, HUD has directed us to address, requests for A&E services. And so we issued a request for qualifications in September of last year, because we want to form a pool of on-call professional A&E, and that's architectural engineering firm, to provide services to the authority for our maintenance, repairs, design for our projects. This will be an indefinite quantity and delivery contract, meaning we don't know at the time how much work we're gonna have for them, but we will need to have them on call, so we don't have to go out each time for a solicitation. And the contracts will be for a period of 1 year with an option to renew up to 4 additional years, at our sole discretion. And we received 6 proposals after issuing the RFQ. We advertised in EVA, which is the state's electronic procurement website, as well as our website. Over 3,800 firms were notified that we had the solicitation out, primarily through EVA. And the proposals were due October the 12th. The proposals were received from DJG, ooh, that's rough, Inc., Rentner Baines Associates, RBA, RFS Architects PC, and via Design Architects BC, DNA Workshop, and G Architecture and Research Collab. Due to the nature of the solicitation, we had a evaluation committee made up of our new Director of Development, Mr. Pittman, Bill Cobb, and Willie Johnson. They reviewed the proposals from the offerers and all made a competitive range based on technical information. So we took the top 4 scoring firm to form our pool, and they are DJG, Bretner Baines, RBA, RFS Architect, and Via Design. So we're here asking that you allow us to issue a contract for all 4 of those firms. The previous experience for all of them looked very well. DJG worked with Hampton and Newport News Housing Authority as well as York County. Bretner Baines, RBA, worked with Norfolk, the City of Portsmouth, Mall Development, and they actually work for us here at PRHA as well. RFS worked for us, Suffolk, Norfolk, and the City of Suffolk. And VIA has done work, they actually designed this building we're in now. Norfolk, Newport News, and they done work for Virginia Supportive Housing. So.
You said Via Design?
Mhm.
I think I've heard that name before.
Yes. So, we're asking for approval to enter into contracts with all 4 of those firms.
Take a motion.
I recommend we approve resolution 2024-3.
Second. Roll call. Commissioner Cost,
Yes.
Commissioner Morgan,
Yes.
Commissioner Pickens,
Yes.
Commissioner Williams,
Yes.
Commissioner Wick,
Yes.
Vice Chair Prince,
Yes, and I'm here.
and Chair.
Yes.
So, the next, contract is as a result of our request for proposal, RFP 2022-03. And that proposal, that, solicitation was to provide a consultant so that we can, what they call it, housing asset repositioning services. And what that amounts to is it help us decide what we're gonna do with our housing communities as far as any renovations, if we want to build new housing, if we have a consultant that can help us to find out the best financing vehicles. So I know it's a strange thing, but that's what HUD calls it, asset repositioning. So we issued it to select our firm to help us with the conversion of our public housing portfolio to affordable housing and development. And we want to have an agency-wide repositioning strategy so that we know what we're going to do into the future. And some of the strategies that we're looking into include project-based voucher, rental assistance demonstration, also known as RAD, a RAD Section 8 hybrid. That's a HUD program as well. And then streamlined voluntary conversion, but that is by far not the only things we're looking into. We do not currently have a contract for these services. So this will be a new contract for us. This RFP was issued in July and it was advertised with EVA and the PRHA website. Over 3,000 firms were notified that it was out on EVA, and the proposals were submitted September the 7th via EVA. And we received 2 proposals from Baker Tilly US LLP and Tag Associates Incorporated. And actually, from when we did the technical review, both of those firms scored very highly. Our evaluation committee was made up of our executive director, our CFO, director of development, and our director of asset management. All those people will be working with these firms. And when we did the preliminary scoring to determine who was going to make the competitive range, they both scored, pretty close, almost identical. It was a matter of, percentage points. We looked at them at factors such as their experience, their staffing, their methodology. They put together a work plan on how they would address it. We always look at section 3 and WBE or MBE, which is Women Business Enterprise or Minority Business Enterprise. And so we both will move forward to price consideration, and we actually did interviews with both firms. And after the interviews, none of the scores, their technical scores were changed. They were both very impressive. So we move forward to price, looking at price. When I looked at the price, Baker Tilly pricing, tag pricing was right in line with our cost estimate. Baker Tilly was a little higher, but they definitely have areas of expertise that the other firm did not have. So based on the experience of both of those firms, the committee is recommending that we actually select both of them to be consultants for our housing repositioning.
How does that work when you select both of them? You just go which?
We'll do task, so they will receive task orders for us for different projects. And then because although they had experienced one, who may have was stronger in a particular area than the other.
And if one doesn't work out, the other one is there.
I just thought I'd bring that out for the good of the group, maybe. I understand it. I understand it. I was just making sure that we all
No,
understand.
that was a very good question. Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome. Any other questions? I will motion to approve resolution 2024-04.
Motion to approve.
Second. Roll call. Commissioner Cost?
Yes.
Commissioner Morgan?
Yes.
Commissioner Pickens?
Yes.
Commissioner Williams?
Yes.
Commissioner Wicks?
Yes.
Vice Chair Prince?
Yes.
And Chair Wright?
Yes. I feel like I missed something. Citizen comments, do we do that?
After this.
Oh, after this. Okay. I'm in line. I wrote up the whole book. My second time. So just go straight into that now?
Yeah.
Okay. Do we have any speakers or citizen comments? No.
Had one guest.
We do have it.
I thought we had a guest.
She just observed. She's observing.
Okay.
So,
Okay, so we're gonna get a resolution going close.
all right, so say it again.
We need to do the resolution, 2024-05, and 10. Closed session. We have one item.
Okay, there it is. I didn't see it, man. I went and go to the second page. All right, so resolution 2024-05, resolution of intent to meet in closed session, asking for a motion.
I so moved.
You gotta read that.
I have to read this one.
Mhm.
Well, where is it?
It's 10.
Page 10.
Yes.
My apologies. And read the entire thing. Resolution 2024-5, resolution of intent to meet in closed meeting. Whereas the Virginia Freedom of Information Act provides that the Board of Commissioners can meet in a closed meeting for litigation matters as set forth in section 2.2-3711A7 of the Code of Virginia. Now, therefore, be it resolved that in compliance with the Virginia Freedom of Information Act and the above referenced section of the Virginia Code, the Board of Commissioners shall convene in a closed meeting on January 18th, 2024 for the discussion of litigation matters pursuant to Virginia Code section 2.2-3711A7. A motion to go into closed session.
Let's go. Second. Two different motions for the same thing. Mm-hmm. Well, we did,
Who
we
said
made the
before she read
motion
it?
before she read the whole thing.
Oh, okay.
So we've already got
Okay,
that, so I just need to do roll call again.
Mhm.
Commissioner Cost,
Yeah.
that again. You did what?
they,
had
they made their motion
motion.
before she had the opportunity to read the entire
So they have to
resolution.
make another motion.
Yeah, you go with the second.
We'll go with the second. Okay,
Who made the motion?
Mr. Williams. Or was that you, Sean?
No, it was Sean.
Okay.
And then Wick.
alright. Okay. Roll call, Commissioner Cost,
Yes.
Commissioner Morgan.
Yes.
Commissioner Pickens,
Yes.
Commissioner Williams,
Yeah.
Commissioner Wicks,
Yes.
Vice Chair Prince.
Yes.
And Chair Wright.
Yes.
Okay. Meeting is closed. Before you have that.
Amongst from here.
Maybe. Okay. Just.